Am I the a-hole for telling my brother's GF she can't expect me to treat her kids like I treat mine? I, 32F, have two young sons, one is 3 and the other is just 10 months. I love them more than anything, but I've never been someone who loves all kids. I'm not that type of person who thinks every kid is cute or enjoys being around them just because they're little. If they're not mine, I really do not have that kind of interest. Now my brother has been dating this woman named Natalie, who is 31 and has 2 kids of her own, one is 7 and the other is 5. From the moment we met, Natalie seemed thrilled that I also had children. She immediately started talking about how our kids would become best friends and play together all the time. I just kind of nodded politely, but realistically, our kids are in totally different worlds. Her 7-year-old can't exactly hang out with a baby or a toddler. And her daughter, the 5-year-old, is very rowdy and kind of aggressive. My 3-year-old actively avoids her at family gatherings. Still, we've always been polite. Like, last Christmas, we even got presents for her kids when we all met at our parents' house. I thought that was more than enough. But a few weeks ago, Natalie confronted me, saying I had hurt her feelings. She listed off all the ways she thought I'd done her and her kids wrong. She was upset that I wasn't showing interest in her kids and that I didn't invite them over for playdates without her. She said I was cold, that I was refusing to make my son play with her daughter, and that my whole family was excluding her children. I told her straight up, I can't make my child be friends with anyone. I'm not going to host someone else's kids alone when I barely know them. I don't know how they act outside of family events and I'm not comfortable being fully responsible for them. As for being cold, I explained that I'm just not someone who's warm and fuzzy with kids. That's just not my nature. But she didn't accept that. She said I'm lying because she's seen how affectionate I am with my sons. Well, yeah, because they're my kids. And when she brought up how our parents treat my kids differently, I reminded her that, again, they're the grandparents. It's not some mystery why they're closer to them. And just when I thought the conversation was done, she said she felt entitled to be treated like family already. So I said something she clearly didn't want to hear. Part 2 of Am I the a-hole for telling my brother's GF she can't expect me to treat her kids like I treat mine? I told her, look, Natalie. You've only been with my brother for 1 year. My parents and I have been polite, we've welcomed you and your kids at every family event. But you cannot expect us to treat your kids like we treat our own. That's never going to happen. I added, my kids are my kids. They don't owe anything to yours. You are not entitled to anything from me or from my family. If you have issues, take them to my brother. At that moment, Natalie completely snapped. She stood up, slammed her glass on the table, and accused me of being jealous that my brother finally has a real family. I laughed, which probably made it worse, but I genuinely could not believe how unhinged she sounded. She said I was tearing apart the family and that I was raising my sons to be cold and unfriendly. Then she stormed toward me and said, say that to my face again. Say you're not treating my kids like family. I calmly repeated it, word for word, because I was done tiptoeing. That's when she shoved my shoulder. Not hard, but hard enough to make my brother leap off the couch and get between us. He was yelling, Natalie, what the hell are you doing? This is my sister. Are you out of your mind? My dad heard the shouting from the other room and came in just in time to see Natalie crying and accusing me of provoking her. She told everyone I humiliated her in front of the whole family and made her feel like her kids were unwanted. But my dad cut in and said, Natalie, enough. You're not going to guilt us into pretending this situation is something it's not. We've been kind. That doesn't mean we're going to fake a bond that's not there.